Hey, my inspired peeps. It's chit chat time with Just Jen, just Coach Jen. I'm working out, building up my muscles, strengthening my broken arm that is now healed. How are you doing? I know there's so many things that are going on right now. It's fall for a lot of people. Here in Ocala, it was 69 degrees this morning. It was fantastic. Okay, so to start out my day, I spent the day yesterday creating some new products for my line. And one of the things that I realized that here in Florida, our horses become sweaty messes. So I also started working with different formulations of powders of clays. It's actually clays, not powders, but it's in powder form. And so if I open this up, the powder might come crashing out, which I don't want on my keyboard. So I'm just going to open and show you. And this is really nice. I'm trying to find a good container. This is the one I found, and I use it on Journey and Rio. I sprinkle it on them, and then I brush it in when it's really hot and sweaty out. The second thing that I created was it's a drying poultice. And my original Black Magic, inspired Black Magic, is also a poultice with a healing balm combined. But this is a clay poultice also without the other ingredients. And so what I did is played around with this yesterday and ended up using it on Journey. So let's pretend that I have a bug bite right here. And I'm going to just apply this to my bug bite. And as I do that, it will dry and form like a cakey, kind of like being in the desert. It will dry. But it also, as a poultice, will draw out some of the wetness of the wound. So let's think of the summer sores actually start getting bloody. Gross, right? I know. I'll show you pictures. I don't know. We need trigger warnings for that. So I'm playing around with a couple more products so I can have a product line with that, which is really exciting. So as this dries, it will help. I actually had a bug bite on my upper arm from last night, and I put some on, and the sting went away. I don't know. We'll just see. Like I said, this is all production, research, and development. I have pages and pages of research notes and which clays will work for what. And there's wonderful, wonderful clays out there. If any of you guys are interested, it's not just bentonite clay. There's all sorts of clays that you can play with. So I want to showcase another still water business. And my friend Meredith has Mare of All Trades, and I'm going to unbox. Here's her box that she sent me, which I'm just delighted over. And the first one that came out is this candle. Now, she has created all of these beautiful candles and soaps, and she's also added on to her line, which I haven't gotten yet. So, but I have already used this. It smells wonderful. So Meredith goes to a lot of the farmers markets and craft shows, and she sells online, and I believe she has an Etsy shop. So her business is called Mare of All Trades. So as we unbox her And I'm not gifted in unboxing, but I guess it's a really exciting thing to do. What do you think? She does a beautiful job packaging it, and it looks lovely. And this is just one of her soaps that she has created. And this one's called Cranberry Fig. Now I'm not going to open it up. Well, maybe I am. Let's open it up. Because I am going to use it, and it's a lot of noise. Look at how gorgeous this is. Isn't that beautiful? And it smells lovely. So if you love things like soaps and lotions and candles, check out Miraval Trades in Stillwater, Minnesota. I believe she's in Bayport, but I'm not really sure about that. And she also delightfully sends little notes too. Look at, she sends a card and a note, and it's just so sweet. So when you think about Christmas coming up, yes, it is. It's coming up. Think about buying locally and buying people's what they get inspired to create. And these are her creations. So thank you, Meredith. You are a blessing to my family, and I love showcasing your products. And so let's go on from there to, I was at the farm last night seeing my boys, and of course, I left my camera, which is my video camera, in the car. And here I called my boys, and they were very far away, and they came galloping in. And was that exciting to me? Yeah, that was really, really exciting. And so as they came, it was actually about 85 degrees. So it's getting cooler in Florida right now, and it makes it so much more fun to be outside with them, where I'm not a hot, sweaty mess and needing to go sit in my car with the air conditioning on every 15 minutes because me and the heat and humidity are not best friends. Why do I live in Florida? I don't know. I do know, but whatever. And so, but right now it's going to be in the 80s and lower humidity, which is delicious. Florida in the winter is fantastic. Come down and visit. So I was able, both boys were not hot, sweaty messes when I got them, where then I need to go give them a bath, and I need to, really do a lot of grooming beforehand. Now I do groom them, but it was a lot easier. And I always come with a mash of Timothy pellets and salts and some aloe vera. I mix that up so that I know that they're fed twice a day, but this is my way of staying connected to them because, food is good for the soul and for horses. So I want to make sure that they look at me and they go, Mom, you created such a delicious mash. Little do they know it's how I make casseroles too in my kitchen. And my children can tell you tales and lots of stories about my cooking endeavors. Because you know what? I'm my mother's daughter and my grandmother's granddaughter. So instead of having videos of my magnificent two boys, Journey and Rio, you get me again in my office because you know what? I'm going to head out in a little bit and go see them. And hopefully I won't forget my phone, which has my video camera with the phone. It's, it's amazing technology today. So as I do that, won't that be fantastic if you can see, first of all, Journey's deliciously delightful. He's a painted pony right now with all my products on him. We'll see if that stayed on overnight. He could have rolled. It does get very dewy in the morning with the humidity and the fog. It's quite lovely out at 6 a.m. and you start seeing the sunrise and the mist. The mist is gorgeous around these farms. And so, but both of them just when they came galloping up to greet me, I actually started to cry because it's so lovely to see horses that want to be with you. And so Rio's eyes are looking fabulous. You can tell that the weather is changing because things aren't as severe health-wise for them. And that makes this Coach Jen really happy. And I can breathe a little bit better. So like I said in my video yesterday, I'll be doing a webinar talking about all things skin related and health related for horses in the south and for northern horses in the summer. They still don't deal with the same issues as our Floridian horses do, but it's all relative. So I'm going to make this short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed my new products that are coming. So this is what happens. I'll show you. It's starting to cake away. But when you put a nice, what one of the, I think it was on a vlog or I don't know, on the internet. I've done so much research. They said put a dollop on like you're putting peanut butter on a piece of bread. I didn't do that here. It was just very thin. So last night I put the drying poultice like a glob, you know, on the more wet wounds of his that were more succulent. I don't know. Is there a word that I can use for these sores that, you know, anyway, so I'll try to take some videos of that so you can see what I'm doing and be inspired. And for all of you who are thinking, I can't do anything creative, think about a need that you have and start researching. My husband's an inventor. That's what he does. In fact, he tries to get me to follow the rules of inventors. I know that there's a rule book somewhere, and I go outside of the lines. So my mom used to tell a story between my sister, who's older than me, who is Joe's age. They're 3 days apart. So guess what? They're both Geminis, whatever that means. And I'm 3.5 years younger. And my sister would not color unless it was between the lines. Now, me, I was majestically coloring on the walls because I didn't need lines. A little pinch of this and a little pinch of that and coloring. And, you know, I'd like to think I'm a lot more organized right now, but you can ask Joe. He goes, you know, you need your ounces, your teaspoons, your tablespoons, and your cups. You need them. And I go, yeah. So it's been fun. So think about the things that you love or a need that you have and be inspired because, you know, we can talk about that. The other thing on this channel, which is Inspired Horsemanship, we'll be talking about your horsemanship journey. We can talk about your emotions, your mental fitness, and your physical fitness. Like I said, this has been really important. I'm going to do the jazzy hands with my weights. Yeah, my jazzy hands. And but I'm very serious in bringing my body back into wholeness. What about you? What are the things that you are doing to be physically fit for being around your horses and for riding? I don't know if all of you spend as much time under saddle as a trainer or an upper level rider. I have no idea. Or if you're a trail rider, a venter, how much time you spend. You know, if you're 15, 16 years old, of course, that's very different than me, who is going to be 67. I lose muscle. And my little Chabinsky's here. This is my little Chabinsky. Can you wiggle? But it's going to get stronger. From my broken arm, I've got, you know, this is Mrs. Chabinsky, and this is Mr. Chabinsky. We're going to lose them. We're going to send them to Minnesota. I'm going to have Floridian arms. Yes. So think about that. And if there's anything else, I do know how how we each need support, whether it's emotional support, because I've done that with my students, physical support, being there, and helping to train our mind, body, and spirit in riding. And also horse husbandry for our horses, talking about different products that we can use to keep our horses naturally healthy. So that's it today. Love you all. Blessings on your day, blessings on your herd. Love you. You are all wonderful. Just remember that you are not alone. Thank you.